One of the key issues facing the aviation and aerospace industry today is the ability to attract more girls and young women to a variety of career options, from pilots and AMEs to other important roles. What will it take to get more women interested in careers in aviation and aerospace, and what more needs to be done?
There are a lot of organizations out there that are trying to inform women of what's out there, and I think the most important thing that we have to do, women and young girls don't really know what's out there, so we actually have to take them to the site and actually introduce them and let them spend some time with it.
There still is this perception that it's for men. So to debunk that myth, we have to make an even stronger effort than we're making right now, and there are wonderful efforts being made. The Northern Lights Award Foundation recognizing women who have succeeded and made an incredible contribution to the world of aviation. To Women Soar with Porter Airlines, the Jazz app, they're giving scholarships out for professionalism and diversity. And there are the programs that happen at Peterborough and Oshawa and Waterloo where they took young women flying. So these wonderful things are happening, but there has to be more.
Looking around, the number of women in aviation and aerospace hasn't been growing. It's been very stagnant, and I think one of the reasons is exposure, that the young women are not exposed to images of women pilots or aerospace engineers, and I think that's very important.
This industry being as young as it is, the pioneers have afforded and created opportunities and doors and mentorship to be able to afford for retention and recruitment of women in the industry to allow those numbers to grow and to allow those dreams to flourish.
About 13% of our pilots are in fact women, and that's certainly quite a bit higher than would be the case with other airlines on average within Canada. Just having a movement, Women Soar at Porter, that sort of sprung up largely as a result of our attendance at the Northern Lights Gala dinner.
The Northern Lights Award Foundation was started in 2009 to recognize women in aviation and aerospace, to recognize their contributions across the board in business education and rising stars and pioneers, just to bring more images of women in aviation and aerospace. We have to show the young girls in grade 7 and 8 so that they can start thinking about it.
I think the young girls and the teenagers and maybe the early 20s think they can't do it. It's not going to be possible to have families and do the work-life balance, and we have to show them that it can be done.
I can think of a number of other graduates from our program, females who are captains with Air Canada or flying for Jazz, that have families. So it's very possible. And so to get that message out too, I think again we need to have young women who are doing this in their life to come out and be an example.
Work-life balance is a priority, and it does reflect in pretty much everything we do. I think it's maybe one of the things that does attract women to Porter, particularly as flight crew members, as pilots. We have a recruitment ambassador, in fact a woman pilot, a more senior pilot within our ranks, who does a really good job of making others out there in the industry aware of what we're doing here within our company and generally the opportunities that are available within the industry.
It takes time. It takes time and effort, and the educators are the ones that I believe need to go out and do that. And we need to demonstrate with successful young men and women who have found their career choice in aviation to go out and talk about how incredible it is, and that it's not just about a narrow pathway. There are so many things you can do.